I represent Indiana County, 62nd Legislative District. We have Yellow Creek State
Yes.
Park, as I'm sure you're aware. Tremendous park, great lake, great asset for the region. Recently, there was a significant investment done to reconstruct the beaches. All this beautiful white sand came in, new changing areas and things like that. And I had the opportunity to go out and tour it. Very impressive, wonderful project. Yet, the roads going into the park, decrepit, rutted, potholed. And when I spoke with the rangers out there, they were like, well, we don't have the money to fix the drainage, therefore we can't repave these roads. So you're going into a park that's very uninviting because of the road infrastructure. And you get to the beaches, it's gorgeous, the lake is gorgeous. So my question pertains to the infrastructure within our parks. And in your testimony, you stated that we have $1 billion in, I guess, unmet funds to fix these infrastructure projects within our parks. So the question is, does your budget address any of this? And if it does, what is the priority for these projects?
Sure, and happy to talk about that. So we, if you think about our system, a lot of it was built back, some of it in the middle of the last century, in the CCC era, all the way up the 50s, 60s, 70s. We had parks built, and a lot of them in Project 70 money. So a lot of the infrastructure is aging, and as you've pointed out, I'm glad we were able to fix up the beach and the beach house.
Right.
The situation you described with the roads is unfortunately not an isolated incident. We have across our system infrastructure, this aging out. I mean, it's been cared for, and people used it and loved it well, but roofs, structures, even compliance with ADA operations, we have a very long list. We currently use, about 3% of our Keystone Fund by law goes to infrastructure, so we apply that. We apply a portion of Environmental Stewardship Fund, which is the tipping fee fund, and then we get an allocation from the governor's capital budget. Altogether, these are nipping away at it, but the reason I'm part of Restore Pennsylvania and out there pitching for that is that we need to make big investments for the future to get the system caught up, and then let these other funds do the routine maintenance. We've just got a big backlog, and we want to get the system up to par. Because like you pointed out, visitors coming, whether it's a family traveling fairly locally, say from Indiana to a park like Yellow Creek, or whether it's someone across, a family reunion from across the state, or whether it's out-of-state visitors who are spending money in Pennsylvania, they're really looking for a park that's clean, safe, and ready to use. So we see that as a big opportunity to make big investments. Without Restore, we'll keep plugging away as best we can. But again, I think we need that big infusion to get the system caught up. And if you'll allow, I'll just point out that investment will return dollars to the state's economy. That money invested in park and forest infrastructure returns pretty rapidly to the economy of the Commonwealth through dollars spent by tourism and visitation and all the other amenities. We'll look up for you where that actual road project sits. It'll be on. We have a comprehensive list of projects that are both backlog and also just scheduled maintenance, like the pavilion roof that's not going to be good longer than the next 10 years. We have a comprehensive list like that, and we'll look that particular one up for you, because I know we talked about that in the office about that road. We got the facility ready, now we've got to get the road ready. We understand that need, but thanks for raising that.
Sure. I appreciate that our state parks are a tremendous asset, a great tourist attraction. Do you look at other mechanisms for revenue? How do you determine what amenities you put in the park that could be additional revenue?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job at casting a net. Like right now, we're searching for a concession arrangement at Denton Hill. We have really good, I think, well-crafted agreements with some ski facilities in the western part of the state. Laurel Hill and in Blue Knob, we have operation concessions with boat rentals and marinas and such, and then we have, I think, a fair payment structure around overnight accommodations that we constantly adjust to bring in revenue. I think that's a constant opportunity. We're seeing a real upsurge of interest in outdoor recreation. I think that's something that's a great thing that's happening across the spectrum. We're seeing a lot of interest in outdoor recreation. I think if we're smart about how we craft a relationship, we can keep growing those opportunities.
All right. Thank you.